Greetings everyone, welcome to Chess Advance. This is a game played between two magicians. The one playing with the white pieces is Rashid Nezhmetdinov and the one playing with the black pieces is Mikhail Tal. And definitely, what a wild game it is. This is a game from 1961 USSR Championship, and when these two are playing, there's definitely all fires and sparks. So without further ado, let's start with this game. Nezhmetdinov starts with e4, we see c5 by Tal, knight to f3, d6 and d4. We see a trade, c captures, knight to f6 and knight to c3. Tal goes for e6, showing a variation of Sicilian, and Nezhmetdinov just continues with bishop to e2. Tal goes for knight bd7 and Rashid just simply castles. And Tal just goes for a6, and in modern chess you'll see a move like a4 not allowing b5, but Nezhmetdinov just goes for f4, which is just saying to Tal that he's definitely ready for an attack. But okay, Tal just continues with queen to c7 and we see g4. Nezhmetdinov expands on the king side and Tal expands on the queen side as he goes for b5. And there was a game where g5 was played, but Nezhmetdinov just goes for a3 and it's just move 10, and this position has never been reached again. But okay, Tal continues with bishop to b7, just going for developing moves. Nezhmetdinov goes for bishop to f3, defending that e4 pawn, but Tal just piles up on it as he goes for knight to c5. We see queen to e2 defending and a nice central thrust with e5. Nezhmetdinov goes for knight to f5 and we see g6, pushing the knight back. Instead of pushing the knight back, here Nezhmetdinov goes for a swish and swoop with f captures. And you could go for this variation with g captures, but after this, e captures and f captures and knight captures, black will just simply castle, and after something like knight to c5, we'll see d captures and the very nice move with bishop to f4. Now hopefully you're not considering queen captures, because bishop captures will just lose your queen. So instead a move like bishop to d6 blocking, and after bishop captures, we go for rook captures. And you'll get this position with both players having fair enough chances, but white will be a little bit better. So instead, Tal goes for just d captures, not trying to complicate it much, and we see knight to h6. And after this knight to h6 move, black is definitely not gonna castle anytime soon. So Tal just goes for knight to e6, remaneuvering the knight to a better square, going for this knight to d4 or knight to f4, depending on the position. And Nezhmetdinov just goes for bishop to g2. And now the best move for Tal in this position is just to go for this knight to f4. And after something like bishop captures, e captures, you have this very nice e5. And after knight to d5, you get this knight captures, bishop captures, and going for g5, defending your knight, but you get this queen to c5 check, and once the rook blocks, rook to f2, you see bishop captures. And after king captures, you go for this bishop captures on a6, g captures, and castles, and rook to e1. Now you get this position that even though black has castled, you have this annoying h6 pawn, but white doesn't have anything concrete, and both players have equal chances in this game. But instead, Tal goes for bishop to g7, and this will simply just not do. So pause the video and try to find a winning idea for Nezhmetdinov in this position, while I'll give you a couple of seconds. So congratulations to everyone who's able to find this move, and the move is the very nice rook captures on f6. That's right, giving up the exchange because you'll get a lot of counterplay for that. And after bishop captures, you have this very nice knight to d5. And now you see the problem, because even after going for this queen to d8, you have this very nice queen to f2, attacking the bishop twice, and if the bishop moves, f7 pawn is very weak. So instead, Tal finds the best move in the position as he goes for knight to f4, but we see bishop captures. And after e captures, you get this e5. And after bishop captures, you get this rook to e1, pinning the bishop. And the best line of defense for Tal in this position is just to go for this bishop captures on d5. And after rook captures, you get this bishop to e6, but then you have to face this bishop to c6 check, and once the king moves, you get this bishop captures, and instead of recapturing, you go for queen to d6. Once the queen defends with queen captures, you play king to g7, attacking the bishop, and once the bishop moves, you go for this f6 and trade queens. And once the rook moves, queen captures, rook captures, and king captures on h6. And after this rook captures, you go for this bishop captures on g4, bishop captures, and this very nice king to g5, attacking both the pieces. So one piece is definitely going to fall, so you may as well collect some pawns. And after rook captures on a6, you go for this king captures on g4, and you get this resulting in a game where a g5 pawn is definitely going to fall, and this is going to be very much difficult to hold for black in this position. So instead, Tal tries f6, but this just completely blunders the game for Tal. And Nezhmetdinov immediately spots the move as he goes for this knight captures on f6 check. And now after queen captures, you go for this queen to d4, and once the king moves, you get this rook captures on e5. And now going for queen to d8, asking for a queen trade, but now it's of no use. Nezhmetdinov goes for rook to f5 check and after g captures, you get this queen captures on h8. King to e7, queen to g7 check, king to e6, and after g captures, it was on this move on move 29 that Mikhail Tal resigned the game. And what a spectacular victory for Rashid Nezhmetdinov in this position. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll be coming up with another amazing game from the chess world, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you all.